talk about social stories today because I was thinking about, the last time we spoke, you gave that suggestion with the client with writing social stories, and it got me thinking, because Carol Gray was the originator of creating social stories, and her outline, basically says make it positive, make it what you want them to do. But what you've pointed out is we're still doing it from the neurotypical brain, the non-autistic brain. So it still isn't working because it's still making them shift to something with not how they don't think. So how would you explain to non-autistics or neurotypicals, how should we write social stories?
Okay. Social stories are a visual way of explaining something. So the whole idea and the area, of course, that autistics need the most explanation is the social area. So this is where I think I mentioned to you the last time about, as a therapist, you have the psychological, medical background to understand how neurotypicals think, act, feel. You understand that. This is what needs to be explained to autistics. We don't get it.
Okay.
You need to be able to explain not what you want us to do, but what we need to know to make better judgments on our part of what we want and need to do. Does that make sense?
Kind of. So my brain goes to, so am I explaining like, but see that to me, I guess this is almost sounds ableist because I'm thinking when I explain, when you only take your turn, it makes me feel sad. Like, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it is saying that how, well, there's one example. Okay. Yes. In explaining that ways in which we are the same, i.e., I feel bad when I don't get a turn to talk. You enjoy talking. Other people enjoy talking too. So if they're not given a chance, see, you can't tell them that they're going to feel bad if they don't get the chance. The chances are they will, but explain when they don't get the chance to talk, it makes them feel bad.
Yeah.
So if you don't want your partner to feel bad, then you may want to stop and give them a chance to talk.
And you always explain it so well, Sue, because again, like our brains go to that ableist side. Like you explain it so beautifully, where you're not making it ableist, where you're not telling the person necessarily like what they should do. It's like very concrete, whereas our brains go to like, no, you're doing this and you need to change it to this way. So I love your explanations.
Well, that's because my brain thinks concrete.